trusted friends lead him into danger. In the small village of Umuoji, there lived a young man named Emmanuel. He was 26 years old, hard-working and humble, but poor. Every morning he carried firewood to the market to sell, just to feed his aging mother and his younger sister. Emmanuel had two childhood friends, Chuka and Obina. They had grown up together, played football on the same dusty field, and shared the same wooden bench in primary school. But life had taken them in different directions. While Emmanuel remained in the village, struggling, Chuka and Obina had moved to the city and returned years later as wealthy men. Big cars, new houses, designer clothes. The whole village respected them. Some even feared them. One evening, as Emmanuel sat outside his mother's hut staring at the stars, wondering how long he could keep struggling, Chuka and Obina came to visit him. They sat with him like old times, laughing about their childhood mischief. Then Chuka leaned in and said something that changed Emmanuel's life forever. "Emmanuel, my brother, we have watched you suffer for too long. We know the way. Let us show you the way." Emmanuel's heart leapt. "The way to what?" "The way to wealth," Obina said quietly. "The same way we found ours." Emmanuel should have asked more questions. He should have wondered why two men who once couldn't afford a bicycle were suddenly riding in cars with tinted windows. But desperation has a way of silencing doubt. He only saw an exit from poverty, a chance to finally take care of his mother and sister. That night, the three friends began a journey deep into the forest, far beyond the village boundaries, where the moonlight could barely reach through the thick trees. Emmanuel's feet ached, but hope pushed him forward. After hours of walking, they arrived at a hut with strange carvings on its walls and a fire burning outside despite no one tending it. An old native doctor sat waiting, as though he already knew they were coming. The native doctor's eyes locked onto Emmanuel the moment he stepped into the firelight. "So this is the one," he said, almost to himself. Emmanuel felt a chill crawl up his spine. He turned to his friends, but their faces had changed. The warmth was gone. Chuka would not meet his eyes. Obina stared at the ground. "Sit," the native doctor commanded. Emmanuel sat, his legs trembling. The fire crackled, and shadows danced unnaturally on the walls, almost like they were alive. "You want wealth," the native doctor said. "Your friends have told me everything, but wealth like theirs does not come free. It comes with a price, a sacrifice." Emmanuel's blood ran cold. What kind of sacrifice?" The native doctor smiled, revealing teeth stained dark from years of chewing strange roots. "Something close to your heart, perhaps your mother's health. Or your sister's future. The spirits do not give without taking." Emmanuel turned to his friends in horror. "Is this what you brought me here for? Is this how you became rich? You sacrificed someone?" Silence. Chuka began to weep. Not the calculated tears of a manipulator, but the broken sobs of a man carrying a secret too heavy to hold any longer. "Emmanuel, we didn't come here to destroy you," Chuka said, his voice cracking. "We came here because we are dying." Emmanuel froze. "What do you mean?" Obina stepped forward, lifting his shirt. Across his stomach was a web of dark veins, spreading like cracks in dry earth. "The wealth we have, it was never free, Emmanuel. We made a pact years ago, when we were starving in the city with nothing to eat. This native doctor gave us riches, but the covenant demands a new life be brought into the circle every few years, or the ones who took the wealth will die." Chuka fell to his knees. "We didn't bring you here to sacrifice you, brother. We brought you here because we were told, if we introduce someone willing, someone who chooses this path themselves, with full knowledge, our own burden would be lifted. We were going to lie to you. We were going to let you walk in blind, the way no one warned us." He looked up, tears streaming down his face. "But watching you sit there, trusting us completely, I could not do it. I could not let you become like us, slowly dying inside, while pretending to be rich and happy. We have money, Emmanuel, but we have not known peace in 5 years. We jump at shadows. We do not sleep. We are rich corpses walking under the sun." The native doctor's expression darkened. "You dare break the covenant in my own shrine?" "Then break it," Obina said, standing tall despite his trembling hands. "Let the spirits take me instead. I would rather die honestly than live one more day knowing we almost destroyed our own brother." The fire suddenly roared higher, then, just as suddenly, collapsed into smoldering ash and darkness. The native doctor's face twisted with rage. But he said nothing. He simply turned, walked into his hut, and the door shut with a force that shook the walls. The three men sat in stunned silence in the darkness, lit only by moonlight breaking through the trees. Emmanuel finally spoke, his voice trembling but firm. All this time I envied you. I prayed to God to give me what you had, and you were drowning the whole time. Chukaka managed a weak, broken laugh. We envied you too, Emmanuel. You sleep peacefully. You laugh freely. You have nothing, but you have everything we lost. They walked home in silence that night, three friends bound not by wealth, but by truth, finally spoken aloud. In the months that followed, Chuka and Obina's health did not improve overnight. Some say the covenant left its mark on them permanently, a quiet reminder of the price they had already paid. But they sold their big houses and flashy cars, returned to honest trade, and for the first time in years both men said they slept without nightmares. Emmanuel never became rich the way his friends once were, but he opened a small firewood and farming supply business with the little money Chuka and Obina gave him. Money they swore was clean, earned from selling their old properties. Slowly, steadily, Emmanuel's business grew, not through shortcuts, not through shrines, but through hard work and the quiet peace of a clear conscience. Years later, when villagers asked Emmanuel how he built his modest but respected business, he would only smile and say, "My friends taught me the most valuable lesson of my life. Not in that forest, but in the moment they chose truth over their own survival. Real wealth is not what fills your pockets, it's what lets you sleep at night." And in Umuoji, they still tell this story, not as a tale of betrayal, but as a tale of two broken men who, in their darkest moment, chose to save their friend instead of saving themselves.